Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another night's racing here from Ultimate Racing League. I'm your host, Aniket Tesco, trying to sound professional as always, whilst actually not being a very good live streamer. Hopefully I can make up with that with being good at racing. Tonight's race is here at the Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the A1 Ring, but now we're forced to call it after a fizzy drink. So it's the Fizzy Drink Cup tonight at the Red Bull Ring. Another race where it could potentially start raining, although the weather outside is looking fairly sunny. And we have all of our regulars with us tonight. The series leader, PM10, who will be my target to try and beat, and RJS, and everyone else, P White, hopefully will be able to challenge me. He's been pretty close some of the races. So I'm looking forward to another challenge, and my goal, as always, is to at least give PM10 a hard time. It's now my goal in life just to, give PM10 a hard ride. Let's get the car set up on, and I'm going to try something untested. So I can share my car setup. It's too late for anyone to try and steal it off me. But what we're going to try, let's just check what level that's on. So that's here at the top. That needs to maybe be just slightly lower. I don't know if this is going to be the right setting or not, but we've got 10 minutes before qualifying. Actually, less than that now. We've got 8 minutes before qualifying to go out and get a feel for the car. And actually, I've got sound problems. Got sound problems before we begin.
Apologies if you didn't have any audio then in the stream. It took me a moment to realise that no sound is in fact coming out of my headphones. PM10 setting a very strong benchmark time, 112.90 something. I can't read because I'm driving. Oh, actually, we've got the racing line on. Let's turn that off. We don't normally have that on. That is because I was practising another track. And has someone just come up behind me here? Yeah, I'm just going to get him out of the way, or get out of his way, because he wouldn't have known that I was on pause. I wasn't checking my mirrors before removing that racing line there, so sorry if I got in his way. Welcome to our first viewer. So I needn't have apologised for the lack of audio, because no one was around to realise. If you rewind the stream, I think the audio was off. Yes, it took me a moment to realise, and then we just had to turn the racing line off, and then I was just saying that PM10 set a fairly fast time, but that is only a tenth of a second faster than I was going in practice. Last night I practiced. I'm not going to set the timing screen alight here because I'm on the medium tyres, and I'm just trying to get my eye in here, and I want to do that on the medium tyres. Because if you can drive this track and this car on mediums, then you can most certainly drive it on softs. The softs are only going to give you more grip. So, yep, I've just got to watch that rear end. There's a few places that you can lose it around this track. The exit of turn 2, I think it's officially called turn 3, but I can count and the map makers can't. So I'm going to call that turn 2, because it's clearly the second turn. So the exit of turn 2, you can spin the rears quite easily. It's really sort of uphill and off camber. Quite hard to get my turn in there. The sun's right in my eyes there. That's quite interesting. I've not actually been practicing at the same time of day as this. I've been, I think, practicing afternoon, and I don't mean in physical time in England. I mean the time that this is simulating right now. And actually quite a few corners are in the shadows here. Oh, and I'm just going to hit pause to gather the car up there. It's a bit cheeky of me. I wouldn't do that in the race. Yeah, try not to go on auto drive to collect the car up. And we've got traffic on this next lap, but I'm getting my eye in. It's not a brilliant first lap, but I definitely wasn't pushing as hard as I could. And I just also want to see whether this car setup's working. I think for an outlap on medium tyres, this isn't too bad. And obviously I will gain some pace when I put the soft tyres on for qualifying. I'm not really trying to trouble the top of the timing screen. I know where I stand with respect to a 1:12.9. I have a good chance of being able to beat that, but I don't know if PM10 is... Oh, hang on. Lost my concentration. I was too busy talking. I hope that's not that'll probably be a penalty. It's let me off. It's let me off with that. But it's obviously going to be a slow lap now. But yeah, I want to get my eye in. In practice, I was doing 1:13.0s. I mean, that lap was actually faster, even though I completely ran off the track there. That's the other corner where it can go very wrong. Did you see how the car bounced? Right? So the ride height of the car can't be changed, neither can the suspension stiffness. And it's just too stiff for that first corner. It's bouncing the front of the car, but that was 3/10 up in that sector. I've not got much rear grip here, and that seems to be a problem every time I do bloody qualifying for some reason, that my rears don't seem to work. But I'm just learning, as I say, to drive this car on the mediums, and then just before we go, I'm going to pop it onto the soft tyres, and hopefully the car will be easy to drive because I've been used to driving it on the soft tyres. That was a much better sector. Let's try and take as much speed through this right-hand kink as I can. That'll do. And maximise the exit speed. You've got to be careful of track limits there. And RJS going extremely fast, but I'm getting there. That's nice to know that I'm going to have a challenge from another driver tonight. RJS absolutely nailing that lap. 1:14.0. Oh, purple first sector. Only just purple, but that's encouraging. Oh, and I've spun. So that, as I said, is another place where you can have a major accident. That wouldn't be too bad in the race if I just did a half spin like that. It's not ideal for lap time, obviously. And I just noticed I've not actually set my brake bias correctly here. So I'm not sure it wants to be quite on 5. Kind of mugging Whitey there. He went off the track in sympathy, didn't touch him, but I was always going to claim the inside there. That shouldn't have been a mugging like that. That shouldn't have been so easy, because the car's got easily enough grip to take that nearly flat. Obviously that's compromised that lap. I need to start thinking about qualifying now. There you go, you can see that's what we've got to avoid in the race, that bouncing. We've got 5 minutes to qualifying. So stay tuned, go grab yourself a can of Coke, or a Costa coffee, or some French fries. I'm thinking of things that are alliterative there, but my brain's not fast enough. I am driving at 100 miles an hour whilst trying to think of things that start with the same letter as each other. I like to just make it that much more challenging for myself, don't I? What was that first sector like? It was poor, wasn't it? Because of that turn 1, yeah, 3/10 down, but let's see if we can recover some of that now. So we've got 10 minutes of qualifying. It's enough for quite a lot of laps around here. It's a very short lap. And I'm just trying to test the car there to see whether I can take that flat out. I think let's go into the pits now. Let's go and make a racing pit stop for soft tyres. It says 20 laps of fuel, but we won't have 20 laps of fuel, trust me. Just get a drink. Oh, I need to click don't refuel. Let's share out the social media link for other people to come and watch us. The more the merrier. Come and watch me. Cheer me on. I need that extra support. I'm just going to put this on pause so that I don't crash as I leave the pits. I'm hoping that I don't... Oh, there's other cars on track. I don't want to get in the way. Please don't put me on the racing line. Is it going to put me on the racing line at slow speed? I hope not. Yeah, I'm just sharing out the link. We've got 4 people watching. Thank you for watching. And you know what? 2 of those people are usually mum and dad, but mum and dad are on holiday. I'm home alone. No, I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. I don't live with my parents. So thank you to each of our viewers. I'm surprised that many people have actually tuned in without me forcing them or bribing them in some way. Right, these soft tyres are so much more grippy. I think I might actually have too much downforce. This is the worst place to come across a traffic. This is going to be nasty. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's really not where I wanted to be. It's not his fault, but that's not where I wanted to be, coming across someone. Yeah, and I've then gone and bottled it. He's... I want to be able to get a lap in, mate. Please, you're not... he's every right to go out and practice on his own. Like, it's only practice. I'm not going to moan. I will not moan. It's fine. It's my responsibility to pass him, and I didn't pass him very well then. Well, he's found a different racetrack. What the hell? He just went... What? I give in. I don't know what I got a penalty for. Ignoring the track limit. I was on the track. This guy wasn't. This guy made his own track up. Well, I'm not going to really get a clean qualifying attempt. Well, not qualifying, but a clean attempt of a lap in here. But it's just unlucky because coming across someone who's maybe a couple of seconds a lap slower. PM10 setting an amazing lap time there. I think I'm not going to be able to beat that in qualifying anyway. But I'd rather know before turning the first quali lap whether or not I've got a decent chance. I don't like going into qualifying having not put in a flying lap per se. But I don't know. I don't expect people just to get out of my way. Not in practice. He's entitled to do what he wants, isn't he? Now I'm gonna have to. I was gonna say now I'm gonna have to pass another person. P White will put up a. Oh crap! That's track limits. Right, I backed out of it so I don't get a penalty. I don't know when we're starting. Let's just see if I can get this lap in. And that was also dodgy. A car coming out of the pits right behind me. I didn't see him right until the end. What's my... Okay, my first sector, nothing hugely special. And PY running wide. Nice safe rejoin actually, that was appreciated. Thumbs up, buddy. See, I don't always moan, just most of the time. That might have been where I got the track limits for going over that. So I'm a second up on my best, but that's still a second off PM10. That's a bit worrying. Maybe half a second left in me. Oh, maybe half a second left in me. Well, there you go. The thing that always worries me is that PM10 puts in more practice than me and will probably not be getting his car set up. Interesting that I'm purple in Sector 1, so that's the fastest Sector 1 of anyone. That might suggest that PM10 has got the car set up for handling, because Sector 1 is all about straight line speed. Mind you, I've got to get that turning better. That wasn't good enough. Yeah, I need more downforce through there, I think. Yeah, let's quickly go and make that change now then. Full downforce it is. I hope I can make this change in time, because he could start the race countdown any second now. But we're going to go full downforce. There we go. That will slow me down in Sector 1, but then I can get that time back in those twisty bits. Let's make the car as easy to drive as possible through the twisty bits. Yeah. So I think we're going out behind Vane again. Top bloke, by the way, he is. Yeah, a bit of shenanigans from me, sort of rear-ending him on his lap, but I don't. That's the problem also, is that I don't know what speed people are going to be approaching some of these corners at. And these cars don't have brake lights. Being a Formula car doesn't have any way of communicating that it's slowing down. Let's get straight out there. PM10 tends to hang in the pit lane and let everyone go round. I don't. I get straight out there. Although I think he might have done, yeah, he's done the same this time. He's just got straight out on with it. I think he's one of the cars ahead. There's nothing you can do to control whether you're out of the pit lane early or not. Well, it's kind of random, I think, whether you go out early on the track or not. But you can certainly get quite a lot of qualifying laps in here. It's the shortest track on the calendar, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, oh, that downforce is so much nicer through there. But I need to just get that right. That should be like a fifth gear corner there. Just gonna try and create a bit of a gap to who I think it's Rufus in front, because I don't want to get held up on the lap. I'm a bit late on the brakes, but compromise getting on the accelerator. For those watching wondering why I don't use that overtake button down at the bottom right, it is banned in qualifying. You get in big trouble if you're caught using that in qualifying. How would you get caught using it in qualifying? Answers on a postcard, please, because I'm pretty sure the only way you could tell if I was using it is by watching my live stream. That or someone to grass me up. So this is where I'm worried about catching Rufus, because I know that I'm going to be taking these corners here. Well, I say pretty quick, that was pretty poor. That was terrible. Oh, lap invalidated anyway. Actually, I think I get to keep the lap. Oh, it's invalidated next lap. Oh, that is such BS. So it's invalidated both laps because of that mistake. So next lap as well is invalid. That is BS with a capital B. I mean, it's fine. I've got plenty of attempts, and the car's just going to get lighter and lighter and faster and faster. And I also get to see what time I need to aim for. So this lap's already 3/10 faster than the last, but I am going to have to serve the penalty on this lap. It won't invalidate the lap, but it will slow me down. That was careless for me. I just got my turn in wrong. I just turned across too early. There we go. And half a second up. Yeah. And I'm not going to really risk much with track limits through here because I could always end up getting a penalty for next lap. So this will be a banker, but it's not good enough really. And PM10 setting the benchmark for me at 1:12.2. So I'm going to need a faster lap. Going to need some clear track. And quite a poor first sector for me. So it's not all really going that well so far. I've got a car behind me, so I can't really back off. I'm sort of stuck in a sandwich here. I might have to pit. But yeah, so losing another 10th there. But obviously I'll get that time back through here, so let's complete the lap. I must say, Rufus driving very well. I'm not really gaining on him. Car bouncing there. I don't know if this is going to be alright or not. So, purple. That's all I saw. I didn't see by how much. Oh, yes. And I'm getting a toe off Rufus now. But Rufus could slow me down through here if I'm not careful. He did slow me down, but not by much. And this lap is all purple. This won't be a pole lap though, not with getting by just there. Okay, it's second. So Rufus will be getting a nice toe off of me now. Oh, nearly hit me. But I was a bit early on the brakes there, I've got to admit. So purple in sector 1 though. And this is where PM10 is fast through here. I've given it everything. I don't think that's enough, but I think it'll be close. Oh god, he's flying. He's a second a lap faster than me. Has he found a shortcut in the final sector? He's a second a lap faster than me, but in the final sector. How? I might risk making a pit stop here. I don't know if I've got time to get around again. But I want fresh tyres. Oh, crap. That was my fault, mate. I backed off, but to avoid the penalty, but I didn't check my mirrors. That's sorry, mate. I'm very sorry. And I'm not going to get round. Let's just reset because I think there's enough time for an outlap. I'm not going to cheat and use boost to do my outlap. I'm just going to go for it. But if PM10 is genuinely that much faster than me, then it's going to be a very dull race, I'm sorry. And he's finding it all in the final sector. I don't think I'm not going to get across the line. Oh well. It's second. RJ could get me, actually. Sorry, Rufus. For slowing down like that. That was pretty dumb from me. I hope that didn't rob him of a chance for third or something. Like if he was on a purple lap. There's no way that I can send in chat here just to say sorry because it locks you out from the chat. Hopefully everyone will get around, but it's very annoying actually. If there's someone who's in the pit lane right now, we have to wait the full 2 minutes for the countdown because it'll just say running. A very dominant pole from our PM10 though. I've no idea where he found the time. Because it was a second, but in the final sector, I was purple in sector 2. So I don't know how to find a second in the final sector. You must be taking the corners pretty much flat, and I don't have the bravery to take the second. Well, let's call it the final corner. I don't have the bravery to take that final corner flat. It's definitely not flat, but. Even then I don't think it's a whole second, so I don't understand where he's got that lap time from. All I can say is well done, and I'll be happy with second place. Hopefully the race will be a bit closer, that's what I'm hoping. RJS is looking very strong. Looks like he likes this track. Rufus has really got to grips with the car. Yeah, Rufus really performing despite my mobile chicane. So I'm sorry to Rufus for that. That was, yeah. Well, I'm hoping that I've never seen any qualifying indiscretions punished, and it's because it's very hard to prove because we don't have replays for qualifying. But I do have a replay because it happened live. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't realise that he would catch me up if I backed off. And I really backed off at the worst possible place. And then I still got the penalty for the track limits anyway. Yeah, I still got the penalty for track limits. So, track limits are going to be a feature of the race. Unfortunately, we are going to have our track limits to avoid. I might do something a bit different on race strategy. I'm going to do the boring thing and start on medium tyres. Yeah, I know it's a very safe way to start a race on mediums, but it's tried and tested. I'm guessing there's a decent chance that PM10 does the same. Blue flags will be a big problem here. I'm hoping people obey them, but we'll deal with that one when we get to it. Being such a short lap, we will have certainly a lot of blue flags to contend with. I'm going to try and do something with my strategy to mitigate them, which is basically to not get too far around not to get too far up to the back of the back markers. Once we start getting close to them, I'm going to pit. And the hard tyres are about 2 seconds a lap slower than the softs, I've calculated. A pit stop for a tyre change is roughly 30 seconds, including the pit lane. So, what this means is 15 laps on hard is equal to about a pit stop. So I'm tempted to do something fancy with a strategy and go and do 3 laps on the hard and then make 2 pit stops for soft tyres. I might just try that. It means that I'm going to lose out on track position, but it means that I will have the faster tyres throughout the race. It might be hard to pass people. Let's see, because I've got high downforce, obviously, so that's going to count against me. Let's see. We've lost all our viewers, and shame on me for that, being a second off pole. It's an incredible time from PM10. I've actually gone faster than all of my practices. Let's be a coward and put traction control on for the start. And I got a bit of contact there, but nothing too bad. It actually helped me. The contact actually helped me. I think we've all got away cleanly though. And I'm away in the lead, but I'm not sure whether we've got a safety car or not. I don't think we have, because I don't see anyone off, so I'm just assuming that we haven't, which means I've got the lead of the race. I didn't touch PM10 there, and I left him a car's width around the outside. I actually didn't know where he was. And I've completely beansed up the final sector. Yeah, we managed to make it round side by side there. I've got the radar on now. That'll help. Did I keep the position there by... I think he thinks he hit me. He didn't. He was very late on the brakes, We were both a bit too late on the brakes, I think, there. But at least we've got a race here. This is kind of fun. Maybe not from his perspective. It's a bit scrappy from his perspective. He could be on the hard tyres for all I know. But I'm just going to keep going now. And that time, yeah, he's definitely a lot faster in the final sector than me. Ah, crap. And yes, I hit pause, but that was not going to save the car. Ah. And I've binned it. Well, I'll try and come back from that. I don't believe that happened, but I dare say it'll happen to a lot of people. That is so easy to do that through that corner. I got so little warning of it as well. The car just didn't indicate that it was going to do that. I feel bad for sort of saving myself with the pause button, because I do say that I don't do that to catch slides. And to be honest, it didn't help me turn the car around at all. But that's a penalty for me as well. It's a penalty for Pete. Oh, I didn't get one. Oh, okay. Happy. I'm just going to have to use the boost to get past. So, yeah, just see what I can do from here. It's obviously a long race. PM10's got to get it right every lap as well. I'm a bit all over the place in that corner. But Dan struggling through there, I think he was. Dan with a penalty, and again, me getting away with it. I don't know what it is about me, but I don't seem to be getting the penalties. And there you go. He caught that very well, though. So it will happen. Right, concentrating. That's better through there. That's better. Right. That's better. So taking time out of Peter here. Still a long way off PM10's lap time. Yeah, that first corner's brutal. Oh, I've just noticed we've got a strong headwind into it. That's what's making it even more dangerous than usual. It's already a dangerous corner, but we've got a headwind into it. That's just gonna add extra danger. And Peter, I think, is running minimum downforce because he pulled 2/10 on me in the first sector. Mind you, my first sector... No, my first sector was okay. Let's see what we can do on Peter in the final sector then. 2 seconds the gap. .8. That was way better. Right, I've got a target for that corner, is to clip just the inside of that curb. Yeah, and even despite a personal best first sector, Peter keeping the gap. Oh, the car nearly on the curb there. I've lost a lot of time on the exit. The car snapping viciously there. It only cost me a 10th apparently, but I don't quite believe that. Maybe I was a tad wide there. Again, I seem to be getting away with track limits, but not eating any of the gap to Peter that lap. Who knows what tyres everyone's on? I'm just going to use a bit of overtake at the start of the straight. Yeah, just a tiny bit of overtake at the start of each straight, just so that I carry more speed down the straight. I do have a habit of using my overtake too early in the race and then not having enough to go on the attack at the end. Better. 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 Excellent final sector there. Yeah, I'm a second a lap off PM10. And a scrappy exit for both of me, and I think Peter got a wobble there as well. I'm pretty sure I saw that ahead. Rufus having a great race. Remains to be seen who's on what tyres. Ah, crap. That was weird, it just kind of ran out of grip. Well, we got going, but now I've got to catch Peter all over again. That was so weird that the car kind of just stopped turning. I was already at the apex. Well, we all have bad days, but I'm determined that this won't be one. It's not a bad day yet. Oh, I've just started noticing the wheel doing things by itself. That's usually a sign that the wheel's going to conk out. It just switched to traction control by itself. I'm blown away by PM10's pace tonight. nothing on him. But we've managed to gain a second back on Peter already. I'm just not so confident through that corner compared to practice. In practice, I felt like I could really rag it through there, and I'm just a bit hesitant, a bit nervous, because I think what it is I made the mistake of practicing without track limits enabled, so I don't know how much curb I can take on the outside through there. Wow, I had to get out of that. It's cost me a 10th. This time I caught the car. Yeah, okay, it's cost me 3/10. But Peter's got a penalty. I've just seen it. Well, this time the car decided to turn. So I think Peter's, yeah, he's serving his penalty now. Yeah, that's put me much closer to him. But I'm not enjoying that first corner. The headwind is actually getting stronger as well. RJS pitting quite early. But yeah, really poor first sector for me, 4/10 down. It's done it again. This time I was wise to it. Yeah, just no sort of grip on the corner midpoint there. But okay, I think I've figured out that corner. Yeah, that was better. Is Vane going to let Peter through and not me? Nah, he's let his... Thank you, Vane. Thank you, my friend. Couldn't quite get a toe off him. This is my in-lap. Oh, I didn't realise. So it'll be interesting if Peter comes in. It'll be interesting what tyres he's on if he does. Gained a lot of it on him there. Oh, he's so slow in the pit entry, man. You can take that flat, my friend. You can take that flat. Let's go for the soft tyres. I don't know what Peter's going to pick. I think he might take the same. Yeah, Peter caught me out there because, like, I've been practicing the pit entry, and yeah, you have to slow down like quite a bit on the entry, but he's just a little bit slower than I thought. But hey, we both survived, right? It's just a bit of a love tap between friends at the end of the day. So I didn't see what Peter took tyre-wise. He's disappeared off my screen. He took the same as me, but he's short-fueled. So he'll have gained a lot of time with fuel. Yeah. PM10 was on mediums. So I might do the risky thing actually. What's the weather looking like? Oh, I can't get the weather because I can't zoom out. I can't zoom out on the weather radar. Oh, these tyres are so much easier to drive. There we go. Weather radar. No rain. And I'm a lot more confident through turn 1 as well now, and I've gained a second and a half on Peter there as well. We've both got to get past Rufus. Rufus is on hard tyres. Oh, and Peter with a penalty. A Peter penalty. Can we pass Peter with the penalty? In the pits. Am I a plonker? Yes. Should I be fighting for 3rd and 4th place? Probably not. Am I letting myself down? Yes. Am I going to let it bother me? Nope. This looks like a kerfuffle. I wanted to stay well out of that, not at those speeds. Just going to try and get a toe off Rufus here. Controller's disconnected. There we go. I managed to pass Rufus with my controller acting up. It didn't... Oh god, Rufus, you're a bit deep, mate. A bit deep. It's alright though. Peter having a bit of a scare on the exit there. Oh, did he collide with me? I don't know. He's just gone, I think he spun by himself. I didn't feel any contact. I certainly didn't feel any contact. I know he was alongside me, but I think he's just span trying to get on the power. I need to look at that after the race. I would absolutely pull over if I think I've caused that, but I don't think I turned across him because there was no contact on my screen. But anyway, now second place, but no chance of winning. And I've got a penalty. That was track limits and then some. Yep. Wow, having to catch the car there. I hope Peter's, yeah, like, I don't know, I didn't see any contact, genuinely. I'm not just saying that. So I was sort of, he was to my right, and that's the worst place to accelerate as well. The inside of that corner is really, really nastily cambered. So I think he might have just dropped it on acceleration. Yeah, I think he would have kept the position if he'd have managed to keep alongside me. He had a decent shout because my car's quite high downforce. Well, it's full downforce. Oh, forgot about the penalty then. So my target now is to try and pull out a pit stops advantage over Rufus. But actually that's not going to be possible, just realising pit stop's 30 seconds, so I'd have to drive like schnell. I can convert this and just do 17 laps on hards at the end. I'm gonna try for fastest lap, but I know that PM10 will just respond. In fact, yeah, I need to save the overtake. If I am going to stop again for a second set of softs, then I do need to, yeah. Let's see what the difference is between me and PM10 in this final sector. So I'm a tenth and a half up on him here. And I'm taking this as fast as I know how. Wow, okay, I actually took fastest lap off him. Woohoo! Oh, my fuel map changed itself. What? What? No way! I didn't change the brake bias to -4? Oh my god! That explains why the car's just been going in a straight line down at this corner down here. This is the corner where you absolutely need the bias at the back. Yeah, that's kind of, without the slide there, that's kind of what it wants to be. And it'll also help me through these ones as well, because this one, you just want to, yeah, flick across like that, okay. No way, I don't believe that. Can we start the race again from now? I don't believe that. The brakes were set completely wrong. And I didn't set that. Yeah, you see, this is what the controller's doing. It's just randomly put traction control on 3 by itself. Yeah, the controller's failed. Yeah. It's gone. I can fix it in the next pit stop. It did this in Brazil as well. Like, it literally just disconnected there. I don't know if you saw, like, the game went on pause. It even tried to sort of start taking a replay, like recording a video. I don't know if the stream cut out during that as well, but yeah. It's about time I get a new controller, a new wheel. There is a fix for this, but I can't do it whilst I'm driving. There's also something I can do to avoid it, which is to not ride the curbs. So what's happening is that as I ride the curbs, the steering wheel vibrates, and it's those vibrations that are shaking the connector between the wheel and the base, and it's then picking up incorrect button presses. And the fix is to undo the steering wheel when I come into the pits. That's a mistake from me, but I've managed to gather it up. Right, when I come into the pits, I can just reset the wheel. Peter's got back through past Rufus. On my screen, though, yeah, I definitely didn't touch him. Like, otherwise I would have just stopped and waited for him. I mean, the other thing is, even if we did make contact, I didn't change my line, I didn't turn across him. So, there is also that. But I just want one race where everything goes okay. And I don't mean from other drivers, I just mean from myself and my equipment. I can't believe I just was driving all of those laps with the brakes set at the wrong end of the car. For those who don't drive racing cars, it makes a hell of a lot of difference as to how much the car turns in. How much fuel have I got? 3.6 laps. Okay, I think I'm going to take a risk now then. I'm going to go put the hards on. I'm not sure this is faster, but I'm going to try it. So, no fuel. 3 laps on hard. This could cost me track position, but then I can take it to the line with the soft tyres. Am I coming out into a battle? No. Well, I'm coming out behind RJS, but I'm not going to realistically challenge him on hard tyres. But I don't know if this is a smart strategy or not. Because right now, me and Rufus both need to pit again. Oh, bloody hell. This is making life really difficult now. I'm just going to do some mental maths. So a lap here is 70 seconds. So right, hang on. So if I just assume that's 1.2 minutes per lap, is it? I'll come back to that thought. I'm driving. Trying to do maths, trying to work out how much fuel I need on my pit stop. Yeah, so I need to try and stay within 2 seconds of my PB. RJS very slow through here. Yeah, okay. Okay, push. Push this lap to pass RJS. How much fuel am I going to need then? So 10 seconds is 1/6 of a minute, right? Which is 1.15? Yeah, 1.15 minutes per lap. Yeah, I still can't do the maths. I might just get my calculator out before I pit. But I'm also doing this strategy partly because it's fun, to be honest. Yeah, I genuinely, I'm not taking this as seriously as anything else I've done. So we put the softs back on. So we've got 16 minutes. Alright, so yeah, 16 minutes times 60 seconds divided by 70. 14 laps of fuel is what I need, to be sure. So let's do that. I've not seen any blue flags other than that one. God, oh yeah, I need to be fixing my wheel. I can't fix my wheel now, it's too late. It's a full tank, actually. Was this a total mistake? Well, RJS is there. In 10th place. What have I done? But really, my decision to make the extra pit stop also just because of how my wheel was acting as well. Yeah, RJS pulling away actually. Yeah, RJS putting in some really good pace here. Yeah, what have I done? Have I thrown this away? I think I have. Well, I was having fun though with the strategy. But RJS driving like a man possessed at the moment. And yep, I don't really have much pace on him, but I'm driving so much slower than what I'm capable of. A second slower than what I'm capable of. And got a penalty to boot. It's not a case of losing composure or anything. It's just maybe just not getting it done when it counts. We can see some cars up in front, so RJS is actually on for second place here, I think. And I just need to find a way to put some pressure on him. He's driving very well, must be said. I could probably come second if I hadn't have pitted. There was no reason to pit other than to try and fix my wheel, and then I forgot to do that, didn't I? But hey ho. So I'm going to drop a bit of time here because of that track limits, but we've got 12 minutes to gain 2.8 seconds on RJS. And I'm not going to do it like that. That'll be a penalty. That'll be a hell of a penalty. Only half a second, but still. It's a shame because it seems like if it wasn't for the penalty, I'd be gaining on RJS. And he's joined that scrap up front now, look. Yeah, it's that sun in my eyes that was maybe just a bit of a distraction. Oh, gaining down here. I'm not going to use that overtake yet. I'm a bit worried that I might be getting blue flagged, which is a first. Very rarely happens. Rufus up next. Big ding dong going up in front. Nearly dropped it. I'm really struggling with turn one. But a nice juicy battle going on up front. And Peter with a penalty. Okay, I'm going to try and get within range of Peter so that when he takes the penalty I can pass him. Thank you, Peter. Actually, I don't think he was going to come out of Ghost there anyway, but very sensible. Oh, I've got the penalty now. Oh, second penalty. Oh, crap. It's going to be even more than that by the time I get around. Yeah, crap. That was really silly. Well, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about RJS. I might be able to catch Rufus eventually. I'm all on keeping this place now. I should be alright. Sometimes it goes wrong. C'est la vie. And again, like the car bouncing like crazy through there. I just do not like that corner. And it's even worse with the sun in my eyes now. I just don't understand that first corner. Yeah, let's just see what we can do about Rufus. So the middle sector is where I'm a bit more confident. Yeah, taking half a second out of him there. Taking another half a second out of him there. Really struggling through there though. Mind you, am I gaining? I think I am. I'm hoping Kian can get sort of nice and out of the way, because I don't want to be finding him in the middle. Thank you, Kian. You're a star. Oh, we've got Whitey as well, though. Getting a bit of aero wash. That'll be a penalty. That, like, following another car is really difficult. I would expect him to yield here though. Well, doesn't really have to, I've got the slipstream. Getting past has cost me, and I don't, there's not going to be enough laps now. We've got 3 laps to gain 3 seconds, and I've got a penalty. So I think Rufus has got me. It will not be a podium for me, unless Rufus makes a mistake. But I knew that this strategy wasn't really the right one. I was kind of just, I don't know, I was just in a sort of weird mood. I wanted to see what happened. Rufus has actually dropped a bit of time. This could still be on. It's 2 seconds the gap. Got plenty of fuel. But I've not really got much overtake either. I'm coming for you. Yeah, let's have him. I don't know why he was so slow down the straights. I wonder if he's run out of fuel. Fuel saving, probably. RJS well clear though, nothing I can do. So third place, I mean it only cost me one place in the end, my little strategy adventure. And I just didn't perform tonight. I'd give myself like a 3 out of 10 tonight. Mainly because of that first corner where I just can't figure it out. I just don't understand it, I'll just say. Like, I have blind spots every now and again. I am gaining on RJS, but it's too little too late. Unless he completely runs out of fuel. But I've lacked car control tonight, I think. So this will be the final lap. Well, we've managed to actually take 2 seconds out of RJS. It's a shame I'm out of boost. Because he's very slow. He's certainly low on fuel. There's not going to be a way for me to get past him, really. Yeah, he's just about held on, but it's an exciting finish. Well played, mate. Bloody close. If I hadn't have made just one of those 50 mistakes, I would have obviously got second. But I did make all of those 50 mistakes. That was a lot of mistakes from me tonight. I can't really say that I'm a pro sim racer after tonight's performance. That was poor by my standards. But really just, I think not helping me was the equipment failures I had. And certainly running the wrong brake bias for almost half the race. That, oh my God. I'll have a look at the replay and see what happened with Peter. I don't think I did anything. I think he span it on his own. But I don't like there to be any sort of drama at all where myself is included. I like a nice clean pass. Rufus fell behind P. White at the end there, so I think Rufus was very tight on fuel as well. I did think that RJ would struggle with fuel because I saw him pit a lap before me, and I only just had enough fuel to make the end there. So, yeah. Not the right strategy, but at least I went into it knowing it's not the right strategy tonight. But my main issue here tonight was just driving skill and lack thereof. I have to, I'm moaning again, aren't I? I'm just doing it again. I'm moaning about myself though. It's different, right? I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm off on holiday next week. and I've got so many things that are more important than tonight's result. But I hope everyone else enjoyed it. I hope everyone else at least got to marvel at my misery. That, you know, you win some, you lose some, and at the end of the day, a bad night for me, and it's third place. Right? How many people can say that? Exactly. Right? So that's what the other people in the group have told me, is just to shut up and stop moaning that you only came third. You know, I wanted second. Yes, fair enough. Right, I'm going to leave the stream there. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's going to be a few weeks now before the next one from me, so I'm off on holiday. I hope you don't miss me too much. I hope you enjoy Coronation Street instead. It's a lot better than my racing, isn't it? A couple of weeks' time. Good night.